like we've pulled out our fall sweaters and style, same goes for our makeup, right? Grace Lee is here to help us transition our summer look into fall without falling to the trends, which we're going to get into. Want to mention we have our lovely model Marissa here in the middle, who's going to be sort of showing half of a summer face and half of a fall face. Yes, folks, this was all done on purpose. We understand the two sides are different. And I also want to say shout out to the blazer segment because we're all rocking them right now.
That's right.
Very cool. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about that transition. So, like, are we ditching the bronzer? Like, are we saying goodbye to bronzer?
I wouldn't say necessarily say goodbye to bronzer, but
Yeah.
I would definitely strategically place the bronzer.
Okay.
I feel like in the summer, you're putting it literally all over your face, anywhere you can. And in the fall, we tend to go a little lighter in skin tone. This is a great time to transition your fall makeup into looking at your foundations, maybe purchasing a lighter shade, mixing them, and also just revamping what you might already have.
Right. Okay. So you're going to put the bronzer in specific places rather than shoving your face in the whole bronzer.
Yes.
You're going to fix that a little bit. Let's talk about the eyes. So when we look on the summer side of the eyes, you can see a much more neutral on one side, and then you get into fall, and like we're talking a little bit of drama.
Yes. So, I mean, on the summer look, we did bronzer all over. And then I also, because we're a little lazy in the summer, tend to use a little bit more of the warm browns and bronzers around the eyes, too. In the fall, I feel like you can go a little bit more smokier.
Yeah.
You can definitely do that with even what I did on Marissa was just using a new eyeliner from Maybelline, and it's a pencil. And it's so creamy. And then it comes with a smudge tip applicator that you can just smudge out.
Nice.
So it is very, very easy to use.
Yeah.
And I place that just on the lash line, on the upper lid, and also just on the lower lash line, and smudged it out. It literally took 10 seconds.
Lovely. Okay, give me, Marissa, just close your eyes for a second so we can see the difference between that summer look and that fall look. So look at that. It's subtle, but you can see the difference. You're getting a little bit more dramatic as you get into the cooler months. And the same is happening for lips.
Yes. I feel like we can spice it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
We are wearing, heavier coats
Yes.
and different wool sweaters
Textures
and scarves.
yeah.
Yes. So definitely, in the summer, we are throwing on a lip gloss. Nobody wants to put on a full lip when you're going to the cottage or the beach. And that's what we did. I'm not saying that gloss is totally out,
Yeah.
but in the fall, when you're transitioning, think about berry tones and rusts and like just those, you're sipping wine. I just feel like it looks so much richer.
Yes.
And what I placed on Marissa was just like a deep wine shade. And if you're feeling like you don't want to go this dramatic, you can always just apply just a tiny bit in the center of the lip and then blot it out. And so you get a blurred lip. But again, it's about experimentation. It's makeup, like I always say, it comes off.
Yes.
And I just think it's a fun way to transition not only your clothing, but your makeup.
So have some fun with it. Like, just like we were talking about with fashion, like step back. You don't have to take it so personally. It's not that serious. Have some fun with your makeup, but go into those deeper tones when we get into fall. One thing that, Grace, you say is don't necessarily fall into the trends of it all. So what do you mean by that? Like, you're not into the whole being trendy or this is on trend.
I mean, I think it's now my age, but I feel like maybe, these terms of like, skinny jeans are out and this, I will still wear skinny jeans.
Me too.
I am going to pick things that look good for me.
Yes.
And I think, yes, follow trends, know exactly what's going on, and then pick and choose what you want to do.
Yeah.
And take inspiration from trends, but I don't feel like you have to cookie cutter follow these trends to a T. Yeah. I know personally I would not follow every single trend because it's not for me.
So yeah, pick what works on you.
Exactly.
And that can be a clothing silhouette or that can be makeup. But if it doesn't work on you, if blue eyeshadow all the way up to your eyebrows doesn't work on you, you don't have to do it.
Thank you.
Right?
I wish I could high five you.
High elbow. Okay, so we went with a lip color that I absolutely love. So I'm all about the dark lips all year long. What do you think?
I love it with your outfit, but I also just love a dark lip on you.
So do I.
It's so fall. It's so autumn.
Tracy P knows this. Now, Tracy T, you did this for me. Because I beg her pretty much daily for a dark lip. And sometimes she throws me a crumb. She's like, fine, today. What do you do to transition your look into fall, T?
I don't really do anything to transition my look into fall. I mean, she literally took the words out of my mouth. I'm the same way. I just don't really follow the trends. Like, I think it's fun to partake in them and take what works for you. But like the dark lip trend for me, it doesn't really look that great on me. Like, I will rock it here and there, but I just feel it just kind of makes me look dull.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I like bold colors. I do it. I could be like in middle of January, February. I'm wearing a bold color because it's what works on my skin and works for me. So I think you can lend inspo from trends, but make it work for you. And if you have like really like small lips too, and you're doing the dark lip trend, sometimes it can make your lips look smaller. Go with what works for you.
That's right. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be in a mom jean this season. I don't know if I'm going to do it.